Hi, this is Severin Freeman from the freedomparadox.org with breaking news out of Pennsylvania. The medical marijuana program has launched quietly today. The very first dispensary has opened its doors and has granted access to the press and to a select few members of Chamber of Commerce as well as city officials. I was lucky enough to get an invite to this event, and I was very, very excited to be there. We were there as representatives of the Lehigh Valley Cannabis Coalition, as well as a member of Lehigh Valley NORML, and I was there personally because I am a patient in the Pennsylvania program with a card already waiting for my product to be in the stores that I could buy. So this was a special day. It was a special occasion for me personally, and it was a wonderful day for the state of Pennsylvania. We have exclusive coverage of this event, which we will show you right now. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Severin Freeman here. I am out here live outside the Keystone Cannabis Coalition. This is going to be an epic day for Pennsylvania. Every news station is here, and we are here live to bring you exclusive coverage of the ribbon cutting of the very first dispensary. We're here with Lehigh Valley NORML, Lehigh Valley Cannabis Coalition, and myself as a patient of the state of Pennsylvania. Very, very excited for this day. So let's get inside.
That's all we need. Just one.
All right, I'll get it.
Because it's very important for medical marijuana to find your dose. They need to have an active role, give you feedback, work with the patient and physician. We're not an alternative medicine where we take an integrative approach. If you see any one of the 17 medical conditions on the list, they're all a chronic care management case. And we feel that medical marijuana fits that care model in a very effective way. We found that in a palliative approach, a quality of life approach, in three main conditions are chronic care, chronic pain, cancer, and PTSD, all of which will be assessed here through our pharmacist. And Bradley Carlson is our director of pharmacy. He is one of the only, we believe, is going to be an incredible source for the state, as he has 2 to 3 years of experience in medical marijuana consultation with patients, and I'd like him to just take you through kind of how we find your dose and a little bit, give you a little insight into the initial consult.
Awesome. Thanks, Victor. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So with our mission at Keystone Canna Remedies is education, and it's not just education for the public and for providers, and it's also for us. We got to get to know the patient reasonably well before we can make informed decisions about what dose is going to work out best for our patients. So when they come in for an initial consult, it's not that much different than getting a health history at a clinic. We'll go through information that would be relevant towards their qualifying condition, what brought them in, what was their one of the 17 indications that brought them in, go through the type of symptoms, ailments that they experience through the course of the day. Also very important is a full medication reconciliation where we go through their medications and their dosages so we can figure out if there are any medications that could potentially interact with the medical marijuana that they're going to be starting. As a result of that, they will also go through a relatively comprehensive listing of the types of dosage forms that will be available, and this is going to be also on the coattails of us determining what their past history of use of marijuana is, because that's going to certainly play a factor in us being able to successfully determine their dose. So through the course of the consult, we'll get to know them better, they'll get to know how we operate, we can dose them strategically and have a patient that is not only comfortable, but confident and competent leaving here with medication and hopefully a start towards relief with a different treatment modality.
Okay, so we can, if you guys want to take you through the dispensing counter, I'll give you a little bit of an idea of inventory control in the patient. We'll be a patient in the state, and I'd like you to just give your perspective on what to expect from the program from you.
Well, I think the medical marijuana program is a beautiful thing. It's certainly going to change the way we approach and deal with healthcare, especially starting fresh in Pennsylvania here. So it's a positive thing. I think we talk about education all the time. It's not just for the public, but it is for the individual patient. Figuring out dosing, figuring out delivery method. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's not that complicated, but we seem to scare people a little bit with this, but it's a very positive thing. The experience is positive, the building is positive, and I think that's the way we need to paint it and talk about it. So it's an exciting time. No question, Pennsylvania, specifically here in the Lehigh Valley.
I probably appreciate that. You're welcome.
How you doing?
Hi, Brad.
Severin. I'm with Lehigh Valley Cannabis Coalition and Lehigh Valley Normal, and I'm also here as a cardholder patient today.
Fantastic. Glad you're here, man.
This is my first experience. I'm recording this just for prosperity purposes because this is my first experience talking to someone that I'm going to be talking to get my medication. So I'm excited to learn, what am I walking into? What is this going to be for me? I am someone who has experience using cannabis products. I know how they work for my medical condition.
Sure.
And one of my main concerns is, no offense, I don't want somebody else to tell me, like, you can't use what's going to work for you.
Sure.
So what is going to be the situation for me when I come in to when I sit down? Will I sit down with you or another pharmacist? And
you would be. If you were coming here, then you would sit down with me or one of my team members. The idea is never to dictate what you are to use. It's to help navigate you through the possibilities. So when you're having a patient that comes in and they do have a fair amount of experience self-medicating, we don't necessarily want to discount that information. We want to roll that into, well, okay, how is that going to be different with the products available here versus what you have familiarity with in the past? So dosing considerations, administration considerations, things like that. The only thing that I guess where it would potentially be a bottleneck for that is that if a patient comes in and they have been seen by a physician that restricts them to a particular dosage form, that would be where it would be a concern.
So whatever the doctor recommends, you guys could just jump off that and use whatever
There's several
form.
different ways that this...
My doctor personally, he recommended any of them.
Okay.
So
what will likely happen in a lot of that circumstance, if a certifying physician will leave that open-ended, that gives us the possibility to really have
use
you
anything.
Trial anything that would be best fit for you. If they put, like, for a particular patient...
What would your personal recommendation be for someone who is used to smoking to relieve their symptoms?
Well, first of all, what I would say is I want to sit down with you and go through all the information before I make the recommendation, just so I can be educated on you. But then also, if somebody has experience smoking, I'd probably lead them towards using a vaporizer format, which is about as similar pharmacokinetically and dynamically as smoking.
What is the definition of vaporizer? Is it the cartridges pre-filled?
There's pre-filled cartridges. There will be cartridges that you can add to a vaporizer device. There will be concentrates that you can put into a concentrate pen and use it that way. But it's the difference between smoking and vaping.
Concentrates are a lot stronger than plant form. A lot stronger. So something that might make me be able to function perfectly as far as medicating now. If I use something like a concentrate, I might be actually...
The idea is to get you effective symptom relief without getting side effects.
Right.
I mean, patients don't need to get high in order to get symptom relief.
No, I think most patients will tell you, I'm sure you know this, that when you use this as a medication, the high is no longer a factor.
I wouldn't say it's no longer a factor.
Well, yes, you can obviously
titrating to a different spot. You're titrating to symptom relief versus euphoria.
Right. You build up a tolerance to the high. So
some patients you're right.
I can say from my experience, I built up a tolerance to the narcotic effect of it.
No narcotic effect.
It is more of it's a medication. It's not something you get high off of. It's not like that. It's not sitting on a Saturday night getting high with your friends. It's a medication that's used on a regular basis that you build up a tolerance for, and you build you learn how to work. Your body learns how to work.
I think that's a very important point that you bring in too, is that this is allowing the patient to very much participate in dictating what dose is going to work for them. Again, the point isn't that you're sitting down with me and I'm telling you what to take. We're helping you navigate the selection and navigating you to your best possible outcome.
All right. Well, I see there's other people waiting, but thank you very much. You will be seeing me again. I'm local. I can't wait to come in and begin to shop here.
Fantastic. Great.
How's it going? I'm going to sum this up, guys. Managed to get in and speak with a few people. Spoke with the pharmacist. Got a lowdown.
Thank you so much.
Had some of our larger concerns actually put to ease today, Mike. This is important news. Had some of one of the larger concerns of the medical program is that your dosage will be set by your pharmacist. You'll come in and meet with the pharmacist, and they're going to help you set your dose. Now, one of my concerns coming into this was, as somebody who knows how my body reacts to THC and how my body reacts to cannabis, I don't want someone else to tell me how I can use my medication. And that's been a lot of people's concerns. Well, that concern was just put the rest here at Keystone Canna Remedies, at least. I don't know about other places, but the pharmacist just assured us that that will be part of the consultation, and if you have pre-existing experience with it, they're going to take that into consideration and get you to where you want to be and where you need to be. The pre-consultation is more geared toward people who don't have any experience, who are going to come onto this that wouldn't be able to handle a dose, say, as much as somebody who does have experience. So once again, guys, this is Severin Freeman. Check out the Freedom Paradox. Check out Lehigh Valley Cannabis Coalition. Check out Lehigh Valley Normal. We're working daily to get all these laws opened up to make sure that these things can be getting into the hands of people to help better everything. So check out those pages, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and like and subscribe.